Today I am going to show you how to make sheet pan lasagna. This is a trending recipe all over social media, and you bet I want to make this one for you guys. It looks easy, it looks simple, and it looks very tasty. If you like lasagna, you're going to love this one. It's an Italian flavored dish, and it's going to come together faster than you can build a lasagna. First thing we're going to do is we're going to take a 1-pound box of lasagna noodles. They're uncooked. We got to get these cooked first, okay, for the recipe. Don't come at me though when I tell you that I'm going to have to break these into 2-inch pieces. I'm using a 16-ounce box of our lasagna noodles. They're uncooked. I've got a large pot of water that I'm going to bring to a boil. Now I'm going to do that faster with the lid on it. I've just got a medium bowl, and I've been breaking in our lasagna sheets right here, roughly into a 2-inch piece right there. You want to do the whole box. This is going to be a fun recipe. Y'all ready for this recipe? It's going to be a good one. Now, they could be looking rustic, okay? I got a triangle here, so wherever they break, as long as they're within that 2-inch piece, that's totally fine. All right, I'm on the last one here. Let's get ready to add this to our boiling water. Okay, our water's at a boil. I'm going to add half a tablespoon of salt. This will flavor the pasta. And then we're going to add in the noodles very carefully. I'm going to stir these around for about 30 seconds just to keep them all from sticking. We're going to cook these until they're al dente. Now the directions on the back of the package for these say 8 minutes, so that's what we'll do. We'll check these every few minutes, make sure we're stirring them around, and then we'll drain them, place them back into the pot until we're ready for them. While the noodles are cooking, we're going to make that delicious meat sauce. It's going to kind of pull it all together. So I'm using 1 pound of ground beef, and then I'm going to add in 1 pound of Italian sausage. This is a mild ground sausage, and then we're going to brown this up. This Italian mild sausage is going to give it some delicious flavor. Oh, yeah. Now, it calls for 2 pounds of meat, so you can use 2 pounds of ground beef if you want, or both pounds of sausage if you want. I'm just going to go 1 pound of the ground beef and 1 pound of the sausage. I'm going to start breaking this down with my meat chopper on a medium-high heat. I've got it in a large skillet because we've got to make the sauce. And while that's happening, I'm going to go ahead and get my onion ready, because that's another layer of flavor in a delicious meat sauce, which we're going to do right now. So I have 1 medium yellow onion. I'm just peeling off the outer layer and taking both ends off. It's really easy to do. I'm going to cut my onion in half. I'm not using a bell pepper today, which is unusual because I put bell pepper in all of my meat sauces, but I don't have one. So I'm slicing my onion. I'm just following the lines of the onion. Then I'm going to come back and show you how we're going to dice it up. I'm going to go and drain my lasagna noodles now, which are ready to go. Now you want to leave your pasta in the big pot until we're ready for it. All right, I'm just going to turn my onion, run my knife through the slices. We'll have nice dices. Let's add our onion. We're about halfway cooked on the ground beef and the sausage. We'll finish browning that up. Ground beef is all browned up with the sausage. I'm going to push this off to the side. We're going to drain the grease out. I'm just using some paper towels. Roll them up, just put them in that space there. Get a lot of that grease out of there. We're going to add in 2 teaspoons minced garlic. We want to wake up those flavors in the garlic there and get the aromas going. So we're going to stir this for 1 minute. We're going to add in 4 cups of your favorite pasta sauce or marinara sauce. We're gonna go in with that. Italian seasoning, about 1 tablespoon. Salt, half of a teaspoon. Black pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, 1 tablespoon of butter. We're gonna cut some of that acidity out of there, and we're gonna add in a tablespoon of sugar. Let's mix this all together. Ooh, that smells delicious. That's delicious. That's where I want the flavors. Turn off the heat. Now, I forgot to tell you that once you drain your pasta and you put it back in the pot, make sure you put oil in it and then coat the noodles really well with the oil, about 1 tablespoon or so. All right, now what we're going to do is combine the noodles with the sauce. So I'm going to add the sauce to the pot here. It's going to fill it up. Mix it well to get everything nice and coated. All right, I've got all the pasta noodles nice and coated with the meat mixture. Doesn't that look good? We're gonna add 1 8-ounce block of mozzarella cheese we're gonna shred. Or you can get it already shredded if you wanna do that. Ooh, look at that. Who doesn't want fresh mozzarella cheese? All right, let's mix that all in. Now, I've got a sheet pan. This is 12 by 17 and it's 1 1/4 inches deep. We're going to spray it with some nonstick cooking spray. Oops. We're going to take all of this meat mixture right here, put it in the pan. Y'all, I can just get a big spoon right now and eat this.
You and me both.
But we're having fun with this. We're making a fun, exciting lasagna. Remember, this was trending. Lots of people are making it. Now, we still have another layer that we're going to put on top of this. Okay, we're going to evenly just kind of make sure it's nice and even here. I'm going to take a bag of fresh spinach, 10 ounces. I'm going to saute this down. Now, y'all know this is going to be like really less than this, right? I'm going to turn on the heat to a medium. I'm going to spray it with a little bit of cooking oil. Got to flavor that spinach. A little bit of salt. Hey, y'all, look who I have making the cheese over there.
Yeah, I'm cutting the cheese.
All right, y'all. You're done with him. He's doing 8 ounces of mozzarella cheese. That's what it should look like. Turn off your heat. Y'all are going to come at me a lot in this recipe. The comments down below. Cottage cheese or ricotta cheese. I grew up with cottage cheese, so that's what I always use. 16 ounces into my spinach. I just cooled it down just a little bit and then chopped it up a little bit. So we're going to add that in. If you don't like cottage cheese, you can certainly do that's right, ricotta cheese. That's for me. Black pepper. A little bit of salt. We're going to mix this all together and we're going to top the lasagna with it. I'm going to take a large, it's about an ice cream scoop size here. I'm just going to go into the mixture, keep it in the spoon there, and then you dollop it all around. All right, remember the mozzarella cheese that Thomas grated?
Yay!
An additional 8 ounces. Going right on top. What do y'all think? Look at that. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees. We're going to bake this for 35 minutes until the cheese is nice and melted. Everything is heated through and it's kind of golden brown on top. I'm going to show you how we're going to serve this up. Ooh. Ooh, doesn't that look spectacular? It came out of the oven. We put some fresh basil on top. There we go. Let me grab a fork. I'm going to give that a try for you. That cheese is not letting go. There's my bite. Mmm. That is delicious. Those noodles are nice and tender. That sauce absorbed right into there. I like the addition of the sausage and the spinach. I have garlic bread over here that I popped in the oven while that was cooling down just a little bit. All right, you guys, give me a thumbs up on this one. All right, give me a thumbs up. Make sure you comment down below if you're new to the channel. Hit the subscribe button down below and the bell notification. That way you'll always know when more fun videos come out. All right, you guys, I'll see y'all on the next episode. Bye.